Hello, everyone. Josh Hayes, Hedge Plus here. A little bit of a special edition of the Market Monitor this week. This one, I want to just talk about what's taking place with China. Obviously, we had this rally from Trump posting on Truth Social that he's going to try and get China to buy another 8 million metric tons soybeans for this year and for this 25-26 crop. Obviously, that led to the rally we saw. It led to us pricing out the 25% of soybeans we had committed on basis contracts with basis locked. We needed to make those sales here in the next few weeks anyway, so it was well timed. I just want to talk about what I think is going to happen going forward. If you follow the pattern that took place in the fall last year, Trump would put out a social media post or make a statement. It would lead to a rally. Often they were brief. Sometimes they were even over before the end of that day. And then the real rally came when China actually started purchasing. So what I expect to see happen here, if we are to believe that China is going to make these purchases, and I'm one of those people that is of the belief that they will, China will probably try and downplay this for a while, perhaps deny, definitely not confirm. They're going to want to see the market start to doubt that these purchases will actually be made, which will send prices back down. Our rally is still ongoing today. We're up another 17 cents at the moment. This is Thursday, the day after the rally started. Prices would then start to come down unless there's follow through or confirmation. We hear from Secretary Bassett, someone that really pushes this further along. Prices will probably start to come down. The market can't believe that China is going to pay this much for soybeans when Brazil is about to come to harvest. So if the prices start to come down, I don't want that to panic anybody or not worry anybody. It's probably all part of a plan where China would then let the market and the doubt about the purchases bring the prices down, and then they swoop in. When China actually did start buying last year, it was around October 31st, and we ended up having a rally of about 2 weeks that was capped off and finished once the USDA report came out in November. That's when the rally died. So we're holding off on the final 25% of last year's crop. We're holding on making any sales commitments for this coming year's crop right now, because we'd be risking essentially what would be a very large rally beyond what we've already seen if China does actually make these purchases. If this all goes away and China doesn't actually buy anything else, we're risking about 50 cents right now, because we go right back to where we were before all this took place. But if China does actually make these purchases, and it's around 260 million bushels of soybeans, it would take us down to a level that's far below pipeline, and would perhaps even lead to the U.S. having to import some beans to meet domestic demand. You can imagine what that would do for prices. So that's why we're holding off on any additional sales for now, and that's kind of a mapping of the way we think this will transpire, even if it does come to fruition. That's all for this week. Hang tight. This is all good news with potential to be even better news soon. Take care. Talk to you soon.